I'm just interested, perhaps also this morning, to find out from Minister Molewa. You know, we do know that Molewa is one of the founders of COSATU, and even the COSATU that we've had today. And in our previous engagement, Molewa said she doesn't recognize the COSATU that is now in the alliance. You know, COSATU has refused President Jacob Zuma to speak at events, and here we are discussing white monopoly capital. But shouldn't it be organizations like COSATU who are championing the call to say white monopoly capital does exist, because COSATU should be the protector of the people? But it seems like it is the very COSATU that the people trusted that is now selling the people.
Well, I don't know. I wouldn't say so. I've said that, by the way. You know, it was a reaction to a situation which I still condemn to date. It was wrong, and it remained wrong in the eyes of at least those former leaders of COSATU who have actually formed it. It was just wrong. Secondly, linked to that is that we can say, perhaps let's condemn COSATU on this particular one, how they're dealing with the white monopoly capital. But it's the same COSATU, by the way, that has said, when the Minister of Minerals released a report on the charter, they then said this is the way to go. So I think it really has to deal with, we can't say completely and overall COSATU should be condemned. I think we have to engage them. As I said, even on that day, that we believe in engagement. The rule of engagement is engagement, and we have to do that. So in engaging COSATU, just to understand where do they stand with this particular and what informs them is an issue, so that we actually get to this thing as much. And this is what really makes our organization, the Alliance, much more, be able to carry on with this partnership, because we have engagements that are robust, that actually take us to a decision or resolutions that we find in the final analysis at the end of the day. So what is the case here in point we need to understand? Is it that there is no understanding and no belief of what is white monopoly capital or what is monopoly capital? Does it have to have this abbreviation, this adjective, or does it not have to have the adjective? That probably is the case in point that we have to do. Monopoly capital is monopoly capital. It exists all over the world. It takes the shape of the world. It's not only applicable in South Africa. We may attach an adjective to it in South Africa because we have probably particular history with the white society of South Africa. But monopoly capital is monopoly capital. It exists all over the world. And it takes a form of actually even prohibiting some of the people to participate in the economy, not only of South Africa, but of the world. It does exist, and we've got to face it head on.